I'm Richard Taylor and I'm approaching the University of Cambridge West Cambridge site on the footpath and cycleway here. Now, earlier today the Greater Cambridge City Deal, now the Greater Cambridge Partnership, revealed that they're holding a meeting tonight, a private invite-only partnership meeting, or meeting to which only partners have been invited. So I've come along to see who I can see going into this event.
City Deal? Are you filming the City Deal thing?
I am. So do you know, are you a councillor?
No, I'm not a councillor, but I'm going, so...
So do you know, why are you a City Deal partner? Do you know?
Why? Oh, you're talking to us?
Well, yeah, do you know why you're a City Deal partner?
Why am I a City Deal partner?
Yeah.
Because we want to build more housing.
Okay, excellent. I'm Richard Taylor, it's the 6th of July 2017 and I'm here on a footpath just outside the University of Cambridge's West Cambridge site. This evening the new Greater Cambridge City Deal organisation, the Greater Cambridge Partnership, is holding a meeting to which it's invited all of Cambridge City, Cambridgeshire County Council and South Cambridgeshire councillors. So we've got potentially all of the region's local councillors at district and county level in a meeting behind me with the City Deal organisation, and I've talked to some people on the way in. There are also clearly developers and academics as well as local government officers in there. Now, a local council meeting of course has to be open to the public. A Greater Cambridge City Deal or Greater Cambridge Partnership meeting has to be open to the public. But if the partnership call a meeting of the councillors, it appears they think that they can hold it behind closed doors in private. It's been made very clear today that this is an invite-only private meeting. It only emerged a couple of hours before the meeting started that it was going to take place at all. And I've come along just to highlight that councillors are having this meeting, this event, behind closed doors. When Councillor Lewis Herbert, the chairman of the Greater Cambridge Partnership, Greater Cambridge City Deal Board, announced the new name change for the organisation, he said that partnership meant that interested people in the city would be able to get involved. Now, we can't find out what's going on if no one is allowed in to observe the meeting. So I've come here, I've been live tweeting my presence outside this meeting this evening to draw attention to what's going on. And I'm going to be here now as people leave the meeting. And I intend to go across and ask councillors if they've got anything to tell us, if they've learnt anything, if they've got anything to share with their constituents, with members of the public that they've learnt tonight. If I get the opportunity, I'll also ask what they think about the meeting being held behind closed doors, ask them why they participated in a behind closed doors meeting. And the question I've got for other people who are not councillors is who are they and why are they considered partners of the Greater Cambridge Partnership? I asked one on the way in and they said that they're a developer and they wanted to, their interest was that they wanted to build more homes. So I'm interested to know who else is there, who else the Greater Cambridge Partnership is considering to be one of their partners. There's been some discussion this evening that they're clearly excluding residents of the city, people like me, and also campaign groups in the city. So I don't know, I'm here. Hopefully just by being present I will make councillors think twice about the way that they're doing things. So I think there's a value in me just being here, but I can also see if I can get some information on what's going on this evening out of people as they emerge from this evening's meeting. Hello, have you been to the City Deal meeting?
I have.
Are you, can you tell me who you are and why you're one of the City Deal partners then?
I can, but I'm running late for a meeting.
Well, just briefly, just who are you and why are you a City Deal partner?
Okay, my name's Allmendinger. I'm Professor at the University. I'm the University's representative on the executive board
Excellent.
of the City Deal.
And what do you think then of holding a meeting like this behind closed doors? There's been lots of comments tonight that, for example, residents' associations haven't been able to be there, cycling campaign are excluded, Smarter Cambridge Transport are excluded, and people like me who would like to be able to report on what's going on are excluded. And what do you make of that? Are you happy with it, that the organisation that you're running is behaving like that?
Well, I'm not running the organisation.
You're not a member of the board?
Yeah, I'm a member of the executive board, but I'm not running the organisation.
Well, that kind of makes you are, the board runs the organisation.
Well, yes and no.
Well, who is running the City Deal then? If it's not the board?
I think I'm running it.
Well, if you're not running it, who is? Thank you very much, Professor. So that was quite astonishing. That was a member of the executive board of the organisation who told me he wasn't running the organisation. Well, who's running it if not the board? There was no opportunity for members of the public to go in and ask him questions inside tonight. Only partners were given that opportunity, whoever they are. So it was perfectly legitimate to put questions to him outside here. In fact, it was the only option. The last board meeting was cancelled in June, and we're waiting now till the end of July before he will actually appear at a public meeting, where the board will take questions from the public, and of course we'll all have a right to go inside and film, report, live tweet, tell people what the Greater Cambridge Partnership is doing with the City Deal cash. And of course, not just about the cash, it's about changes to the roads in the city and our environment. The environment I've got right here behind me, where the City Deal are considering running a busway through somewhere from this West Cambridge site down into the city centre. Hello, is there a chance you could like to tell me about what's been going on this evening, Councillor?
It's just briefing on the...
So that was one of our local councillors. He wouldn't stop to talk to me. He said it's just a briefing on the changes, is what he told me. And the person who was accompanying him there, or following him, was Andrew Lim of Cambridge City Council, one of the officers. Just seeing the councillor, not prepared to stop, not prepared to say what's going on this evening, not prepared to tell the people of Cambridge, his constituents, what he's been doing, why he's been a private, behind closed doors, secret until a couple of hours ago, meeting of called by the Greater Cambridge Partnership. Not prepared to defend this way of running the city and the local area. Of course, I'd love to be inside. I'd love to be asking questions about some of the projects. I'd love to be asking questions about the governance of the City Deal. Why are so many decisions being taken between meetings of the board, between the meetings that we can see, for example? We've had really important decisions. Even the renaming, the rebranding has taken place between 4 meetings of the board, as well as changes to lots of the projects. I'd like to find out just about the plans for Milton Road. Why aren't we having continuous segregated cycleways with motor traffic segregated from cycling and pedestrians with verges and trees down the full length of Milton Road? I've been asking that question for weeks. No one's been answering it. So just to say, I think it was really important to come out here tonight. Councillors and partners, whoever they are, will know that there's a little bit of interest at least in what they're doing, and hopefully it'll make some of them think twice about whether or not what they're doing is sufficiently transparent and sufficiently open to the public. I hope particularly the new Cambridge University representative will go home and he will be thinking about that tonight. He will be thinking, why was I in that room this evening with local bigwigs, with the local councillors, with local businesses and fellow academics? Where were the representatives of people like the cycling campaign, Smarter Cambridge Transport? Where were the local journalists? Where were the members of the public who live on and around the roads and areas which will be changed by some of the Greater Cambridge Partnership plans if they go ahead?